Hello everyone, welcome to the Ranting Shop. It's me, Melissa, and I'm dropping in again today because I want to talk about who is going to be eliminated next week. Now, a lot of people want Koshia gone. They don't like Koshia's attitude. They think she's combative. They think she's argumentative. They don't like the way she goes from 0 to 100. They don't like the way she is angry 1 minute and then crying the other minute. They don't like the way she's maneuvering the season, and they want her gone. Which, to be honest with you, I feel like you not liking an individual doesn't mean that they need to go. I mean, you could not like them, but then they serve a purpose on the show. But I don't know, in today's age, it's like if they don't like you, they want you gone, which to me makes no sense. This show is about finding a connection. Koshia has found a connection with Laurent. You could debate all day about whether it's a good connection, toxic connection, a mismatch, not making sense, doesn't have any longevity. That's fine. But at least she has found something. Mika has zero connection. Like, no connection at all. And it's very clear that Mika is not interested in any of these men. Even Jonathan. And people are like, oh, Jonathan and Mika look cute together. Pause. Because Mika is not interested in Jonathan. Mika is interested in staying on the show as long as she possibly can. She was on her way out until Jonathan came in with his flip-floppy self and is like, yeah, I want children, but I'm willing to sacrifice my desire for you because I've been with women and I've sacrificed my wants and needs for them before. So why not continue doing that? Which is such a stupid mindset. And the reason why I said Mika is not interested in Justin, look at like when they first spoke. She thought he was goofy. She had no respect for him. She thought he was a goofy guy. I think that the type of guy Mika wants is more of an alpha man, and that's just not what Justin is giving. So I would never believe that these two would work. But in terms of strategy, I think she found someone that she can hook on to stay longer on the show. And then we all know that Rashina is also interested in Justin, so she has a bit of competition there. But what she does know for sure is that Maya is not interested in him, right? But anyways, I'm going all over the place. The point here is I want to talk about the fact that although I didn't want this to be the case, but Koshia is the one going to be sent home. How do I know this? Well, first of all, Lamar, he did an interview with Little Black Book, and they reached or arrived on the topic of Koshia and how he spoke to Koshia during that elimination date. And during that conversation, he said, she's next. Now, that could mean a lot of things, but in the context of the fact that they were speaking on him being sent home, and Koshia was the one to send him home, and he's saying she's next, obviously, everybody would think it means Koshia is going to be sent home. And he's privy to the information because, according to what I'm hearing, they've already recorded the reunion show. So they would have already known, or certain things would have already come to light, even if he left the season earlier on. But there's that, and I'll post a little clip so you could see.
Koshia, what did she say? What did she say that
yeah, that's what they. She next. No, but my thing is that she. I would say this. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Then the second thing is that one really solidifies it for me because we actually see evidence that she leaves, right? There is this sneak peek that Owen put out where Laurent is outing these men and saying that these men did some type of conspiracy to get Koshia out, right? And he is pointing the fingers at William and Will. And we see William is defending himself like, it seems that way, but it's not, or whatever the case may be. I will put this clip right there. By the way, this is a clip that I'm getting from Kamisha Reviews. Shout out to Kamisha Reviews for this very juicy tidbit. I'm gonna insert it now. Please watch.
Alliance or something going on?
It started with Will. He decided Mika and Koshia had to go. He worked with William. Whoa. Y'all were a part of that conspiracy. No. I have the messages, bro. It says, I'm getting LaRon's fiance out. Chloe has to go.
I didn't say that.
Was in text messages? Yes. Without context, it looks worse than what it really is.
This is so messy. I'm done with it. Ready for love.
So based on what we just saw, I want you guys to zoom into Mika. Do you guys see Mika? This is a future episode. Do you see Mika? I'm pretty sure this is gonna be what is taking place on the next episode. Do we see Mika? So if Mika is still there, Koshia was 100% the one sent home. Because they have to choose between one or the other. And like Married for 10 Years said, and Married for 10 Years, she is really, really perceptive and she's really smart and I like listening to her. I don't agree with all her points. I do think she's a little male-centered in a sense. I feel like she feels like women should be soft and feminine and I feel like when women are not that way, I feel like she has like a bit of issue with that, but I might be wrong. But either way, she mentioned the fact that Koshia, the men, prefer to take someone out that they don't like than to take someone out that they're simply friends with. Because the fact that they don't like you, they don't want to see you there. But the fact that you're their friend, they may not like you in a romantic sense, but it proves that you're likable, so they could tolerate you longer. Do I think it's fair? Absolutely not. This show is called Ready to Love. The point is to find a connection. How are you going to keep the person there that has no connection because they seem like a homie to you, like a friend, but take out the person that has a connection but you don't like them? To me, that just defeats the whole purpose of the show. Now, the reason why LaRon is going on this tour, this call-out tour, is because there needs to be a catalyst, right? There needs to be a reason, because if there wasn't a reason, he would not feel the need to want to out anybody. The reason is Koshia being sent home. So now he's trying to figure out, why did Koshia end up being sent home? Who was behind it? He's mad because LaRon's only serious connection was Koshia. Maybe they formed an alliance. Who knows? Some people think they were trying to do the thing like the people did last season. I forgot their names, where they had Jessica and that other guy. What they did was successful because they managed to make it to the end. But like Married for 10 Years said, Koshia's plan kind of backfired because she was trying to draw LaRon in, but he ended up doing the get back type of thing, so that failed. But I don't think that's what it was. I don't think her strategy failed and that's why she's being sent home. I simply think they never liked her and they were going to want to send her home as soon as possible. And I definitely feel like Will has something to do with it, because as I said before, these men, when they ask them who's your least favorite person, they have several least favorite people. So it's just a matter of choosing one. It's not like they just have one. It's a matter of choosing one. And whoever they choose could threaten another man's relationship or could threaten another man's longevity on the show. Now, Koshia leaving means LaRon is going to be next. Because LaRon doesn't have any other strong connection beside Koshia. Koshia was the one going to bat for him. Nobody else did. So he knows that. So now he's in survival mode. So I'm going to call out these men because they sent my strongest connection home, which threatens my longevity on the show. So what's going to happen is, he's going to be able to call out Will and call out William and do all these things. But when it becomes the women's turn to choose who to send home, they're going to choose LaRon. Unfortunately, LaRon is, not unfortunately, but LaRon is going to be sent home next. Right? And then after that, I believe Mika is going to be sent home next. Unless she fixed some type of thing with Jonathan, then that they would make it to the end. But I feel like at some point where this show fails every time is that it becomes less about love and more about a game and lasting until the end. And they last until the end with nothing to show for it. Not likability, not anything, just a fake success. Or like the thing Jessica was doing with that guy. Nobody bought it. Nobody believed it. She seemed very disgusted by him. But I guess make it to the end. But I feel like it does the audience such a disservice because it's like we see it's not authentic. We see that she clearly doesn't like him. So they made it to the end. But what was the point? Because it's not like we saw anything to root for. It's not like we saw anything that made us want to follow these people's journeys or see where these people end up. It's more so just like, okay, they made it to the end. Okay, so what? Like, I hate how this show is becoming, and I wish and hope that they sit back and plan something a bit different. Okay, and make it less about strategy and more about love. I wish it was that way. People want to see the show because it promises love, serious love, and you guys fail every single time. Anyways, that's my little spiel. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Like, subscribe. Ooh, I forgot to talk about one more thing. With Alexis, and I didn't speak on it enough, but I think Alexis got a taste of her own medicine on this episode because she was coming at Koshia, talking about Koshia invites the negative energy, the sexual energy from the men, and nobody bat an eye. Not even her. She felt justified in what she was saying until you get to a point where you've not provoked a man sexually, but he's picking you up in a sexually suggestive way and snuggling your neck or whatever the hell he was doing without your consent. So I feel like what that did was spoke to women in general and kind of warned them not to be in a situation where you're downplaying a woman's experience because you've never experienced it. Because a lot of the time, life will show you too. That's how you learn. Life shows you think something is not going to happen to you until it does. And then now you have to change your whole perspective and be like, okay, I shouldn't have said this about this guy. I shouldn't have said this about this woman because look, I didn't do anything to get that attention, but I still got it. You know what I'm saying? And a third thing about Will that I saw, that I thought it was really interesting, somebody commented about Will and they said So many women DM'd me in Dallas about having a horrible experience with him. He is a red flag. And the person was referring to Will. That doesn't surprise me. Will comes across as extremely arrogant. Extremely arrogant. Disgustingly arrogant. And so that doesn't shock me. But anyways, you guys, like, subscribe. See you guys next time. Toodles. Bye.